Welcome. This video has violence, sexual content, drug use, other potentially offensive things. So if that bothers you, this is not the video for you. Otherwise, I'd say feel free to watch on, but this is also the finale of this particular saga. So if this is the first video you're seeing, you should definitely go check the playlist and start back at the beginning. For everyone else, thanks for coming along so far, and let's see how things went. Let's trade places.
Alright. Everybody chooses something bad. Say your choice out loud to the rest of the players before clicking.
COVID!
Oh god. Drowning.
Lolly pockets.
Oh god. Alright, player orders decide based on how interesting it would be if the selected thing was a key component of a supervillain's plan in a movie. So I think I'm last, because I think drowning is like, you know...
A solid murder.
Yeah, it's not a very interesting thing.
I feel like mine's long term. Like mine would make a long movie, but we just don't exactly know what a lolly pocket is.
I think Lolly Pocket would be the most interesting thing,
yeah.
key component. And then I think Shea would be next, and then me last. Good debate, good debate.
Pat, we didn't even need you that round.
You're welcome.
Alright.
Glad I was here.
Alright, let's go, Interdimensional Prince. You're just trying to enjoy a meal in peace when space untwists itself to reveal the Interdimensional Prince.
Greetings, my love.
Most glorious hero, thank the squid star I found you, I have been confounded by the most fiendish riddle. A riddle that has vexed me for days, nay, weeks. The riddle of... how to change the ringtone on my new smartphone. This interface is more torturous than my palace labyrinth. For real? You grab the prince's phone and change the ringtone to Butts, Butts, Butts. All about those butts by the Booty Bros. My hero. What seems difficult to me is trivial to you, and you even guessed which ringtone I desired, a true all-time classic from the 6th dimension. There is only one way I can repay you, by bestowing upon you a superpower of your choice. I can do that, I'm the prince of another dimension. I can do all kinds of crazy things that you don't know about. All kinds of crazy things besides use his phone, apparently, and he really only gives you two superpower options. Telepathy and an ass that won't quit. Well, an ass that won't quit just sounds way more fun and might take me out of -1 fun.
Do it.
Ah, yes, the choice of a true gentle monster.
Oh, I got the achievement too.
Oh,
Yeah, I
that's
just
awesome.
saw it pop up.
High five. With the wave of his magic wing, the prince imbues your ass with boundless work ethic.
Oh.
By day, your ass amazes your classmates and creepy teachers. By night, it does your homework for you. All that work makes your buttons super tight. You gain +4 charm.
Let's do this!
Great.
We're gonna see Polly.
Oh, snap.
You take your seat and... if you didn't know any better, you would say that it seems like Vera and Polly are almost more interested in their phones than they are you. And you do know better. And you know that, yes, that is exactly what's happening right now.
Hey there.
It's nothing personal, Shea. It's just that Polly and I are very engrossed in texting our financial slave.
Yeah, it's pretty hard to compete with some guys whose fetish is buying you anything you want. That's my fetish too. Not buying things for people, having people buy things for me. Duh. Good thing he's rich enough to take care of both of us. You know what they say, true friendship is sharing secrets and financial slaves.
Still, I do worry that this arrangement might not be sustainable. What happens if he runs out of money? Our cash flow instantly stops. Besides, being handed everything you want on a platter. In this case, the platter being an online money transferring platform. Is almost boring.
Yeah, I get that. It's a little less boring when you're on as much acid as I am right now. But I see what you mean.
If we could somehow turn this into a business venture, then maybe it would get interesting. And we could continue to profit even after he's gone broke from catering to our every whim.
I mean, how interesting do you think business actually is? Since he's so obsessed with us, we should just tell him to do something totally insane and see if he does it.
I don't know, a weirdo giving away his money and getting into hijinks is great and all, but I want to start making real money.
And I think money is fine and all, but my favorite currency is chaos. Seems like the ladies are at a very exciting crossroads. Maybe a random bystander can give them a nudge in the right direction. Tell them to marry a llama! You can easily grow this arrangement into a business. Just escalate and delegate. Have the financial slave go and acquire his own financial slave to give him money, and that financial slave go and find financial slave. So it's money marketing scheme?
Yep. Multi-level financial slave
MLM? An MLM?
Yep, MLM.
That would increase our income exponentially immediately. Which are two of my absolute favorite adverbs when it comes to monetary gain.
I mean, one financial slave between the two of us is already strangely a lot to handle. So managing an army of them sounds draining.
But as long as it's a pyramid scheme and we're at the top of the pyramid where we don't have to actually deal with the lowlifes, who cares?
Meh, I think I'll just go check on my toilet one.
Don't worry about her. Polly wouldn't know as a good business idea if it slapped her on the ass. Which happened one time, actually, but it's a long story, so forget it. Anyway, we can tell people in order to become official certified financial slaves, they have to buy a kit of supplies. And they'll start at dirt slave. And then if they get 5 financial slaves under them, they can become a pathetic ground slave. And then they can work their way all the way up to the gold, diamond, platinum, Slachow, Mocha, Grand Supreme slave. This is a great idea, Shea. We should go write the business plan together and prepare to profit.
Did Vera just say she wants to profit with you? Holy shit! Vera sharing her cash flow is like third base for her. Awesome!
Let's go.
Alright, hello, Scott, my love. You find Liam taking a picture of his food, and Scott taking a picture of also Liam's food? Ha, yes, Scott, snap away. My artistic pleading is too magnificent to ignore.
What?
Artistic what? I'm just playing Pokemon Go, the mobile version of... Pokemon's Go, the mobile version of the hit Pocket Humans video game.
What do Pocket Mans have to do with my food pic?
There's level 43 Bernard Henson hanging out in the middle of your plate. Here, take a look.
Scott, why does your phone show a tiny human doing pottery on top of my eggplant ravioli?
You mean you don't know Bernard Henson? He used to be a chartered accountant, and now he's decided to pursue his dream of being a world-famous potter. That major life change has made him super rare. Pocket humans almost never follow their dreams.
Well, I don't care how rare he is. His presence is spoiling my pristine food pic.
Spoiling it? The pocket humans are way cooler than a boring old food pic.
You take that back. Uh-oh. Tempers are running a little high. Looks like it's up to you to settle this dispute. Scott's right, Liam. Why take a normal, cliched food pic when you could take a food pic of Scott capturing a Pokemon off your food pic? Scott, look over there. There's a Stuart Hogarth on top of that pile of mashed potato now. Good lord, you're right. The layers of irony are practically infinite. Go ahead, Scott. Capture your Pokemon.
Okay, here I go.
Wait, what are you doing? Stop molesting my pasta!
I'm not trying to cap your pasta, bro. I'm trying to grab Bernard Henson. He's too slippery.
You imbecile, Bernard Hansen isn't actually on top of my ravioli. He's an image projected by your phone.
Are you sure? He seems so real. Let me just try to grab him a few more times.
No, my artfully arranged pasta pockets are in disarray. You fiend! Liam chases you and Scott away so he can rebuild his artful pasta arrangements. You bond with Scott by teaching him how to actually play Pokemon's Go. Play or order is decided on who is the most likely to be hiding corpses in their basement.
Who has a basement?
I don't even have a basement.
I have a basement.
I do not have a basement.
Alright, so Joe's first, just because she has a
Well,
basement.
well, that's not fair.
Teach you to have a basement.
I don't know. I was going to immediately say that Yuki's the most likely one to be hiding corpses in his basement.
We
But
can
he
debate
doesn't have
that
a
between
basement.
me and Shea, but I don't have a basement, so you're clearly most capable of, first off.
Wow, fine, okay. Then it's Yuki next, clearly, because Yuki's a psychopath.
I mean, I probably had more violence in my life. Have you ever gotten in a fight, Shea?
Yeah, once.
Okay, yeah.
Did you-
I'm second.
Oh god, my water bottle!
Oh my god. Let's go. All right, where are we going? We're gonna get some. We're just gonna hang out in the bathrooms, maybe just for fun.
Oh god.
That day, you skip class and just hang out in the bathrooms because you respect no authority. And I don't know what I'm doing there, but it's terrifying.
yourself.
I'm charging up. On the way there, you run into Ma'am Mimi, the Oni girl. She offers you some of her weird Japanese energy drink. You take a sip. It tastes crazy as hell. You need to check the contents of this shit. Guarana seed extract, benzoic acid, 50 milligrams of caffeine, and 100 milligrams of boldness. Well, it wasn't bad at all. You gain +2 boldness thanks to Mamimi and proceed to the bathrooms. After that, it's time for the most important part of school. Visiting Scott's Kingdom of Furry Animals, as promised. When you get to the forest, you find that most of the trees have been decorated with beautiful, intricately drawn pictures of an even more muscular-than-life Scott, having various kinds of sex with various different giant furry animals.
Joe, my royal advisor here to royally advise me while I sit on the Scott throne and rule over my Scott friends. Aren't these sweet little furry forest creatures devoted to me? It makes my tail wag with joy.
It is at that point that one of the sweet little furry forest creatures, a giant head falls off, revealing a very startled-looking mummy. Yep, you recalled it. Bunch of kinky, furry people doing furry stuff in the woods.
Oh no, what just happened? Is he hurt? My little panda friend hurt? Or was my panda friend never a panda friend at all?
Oh no. Scott will not be losing his pure joy and innocence over some furry's shitty costuming skills. Not on your watch, not today. You think quickly. You know how deer shed their antlers and then they grow back? Talking furry forest creatures shed their heads. Or, Scott, that panda must have been a cursed prince and now you've turned him back into a person.
If you don't say sheds their sheds,
Yeah, I'm
gonna
doing
be
that one.
disappointed.
That's what I was feeling too. Oh yeah, that makes perfect sense. Everything in nature changes with the season. Leaves change color in fall, bears hibernate in winter. I bring my failing grades up in spring so I don't get kicked off the sports team. And I guess Tuesdays are when giant talking furry forest creatures' heads fall off to reveal someone who looks like a regular person. For a moment there, I was really convinced that I had understood what was going on this whole time.
Concerned. I mean, now you have lots of biology looks to forage, so this seems more plausible. But it definitely isn't the craziest plan you've ever had.
But now I see that my furry forest friends were on the level the whole time. I love my furries. Thank you for being such a good royal advisor, Joe. I feel royally advised.
And you feel royally appreciated by the handsomest, unwitting king of fetishists you know. You gain +2 charm and +1 boldness.
All right.
Woo!
Alright.
Alright.
Have fun at class!
Yep. That day you learn a ton of spells that are all as cool as they are seemingly useless. A spell to renew stickers' stickiness. A spell to turn chocolate and vanilla ice cream into vanilla and chocolate ice cream. A spell to gain +2 smarts. You actually use that last spell and you gain +2 smarts. You're casually reading the latest issue of Monsters magazine when you're rudely interrupted.
See, even Yuki, a sensible monster with a good head on his shoulders and at least some smarts, is reading Monster magazine. Why are these two people talking to you all of a sudden out of nowhere?
Probably because I've done like nothing with Vera the entire time. Yeah, and that's bad because we're warriors, so we need to fight.
You better not just not ask anyone out this time, Yuki, for the second time in a
I
row.
have an achievement to get now.
You
Scott
already
takes
got
the
that
magazine.
achievement.
No, you got that achievement because remember you were hosting? But,
No.
I'll see how I feel when the time comes. Scott takes the magazine from you and punches it. Hooray! Let's go solve another of the world's major problems.
No, Scott, we're social justice warriors. You see, Yuki, ever since our major success with the Fangles goat head debacle, we've taken upon ourselves to stand up against injustice. Oh, the goat head thing! I helped them with
Oh.
that.
By punching magazines.
No, Scott. As you no doubt noticed, Monster Magazine's sexiest monster alive this year is Count Victor von Musselbod, the werewolf prince / bodybuilder. That makes him the 5th royal werewolf bodybuilder in a row to earn the title. What about those of us with leaner physiques? What of our representation? So now we're endeavoring to get Monster Magazine to name someone from a more marginalized community as their sexiest creature alive.
We just need to figure out a way to convince them, since I guess punching the magazine wasn't good enough. Psh, that's easy. All I need to do to solve everyone's problems, everyone's body image issues forever is make our own version of the magazine featuring a 3-winged chupacabra on the cover, or lean heavily into the warrior part, storm Monster Magazine, and hold the editor-in-chief captive until he promises to stop exclusively promoting one aesthetic as the pinnacle of monster success. That sounds bold as heck, and I'm not doing it. So we're gonna make our own magazine. So creative.
What a brilliant idea. 3-winged chupacabras are definitely an underserved, there we go, population.
I've played sports games against someone exactly like that, and he's always wanted to be a model, but never thought anyone would want to do pictures of him. Now we can. You can, and you do. You do all the pictures and make a mock-up of your own Monster Magazine. It goes hella viral, and before long it's becoming more celebrated than the actual Monster Magazine. Pretty soon you get a letter from the editor-in-chief officially admitting defeat in the face of your superiority and relinquishing his magazine and headquarters to you. Sweet! Now you have a magazine, which instantly brings you 3 money. Oh.
Hey, I know you were about to move on to your next misadventures, but I just wanted to say really quickly. As pretty much the only girls in the school shaped differently than the rest of our classmates, it was really nice to see a 3-winged chupacabra celebrated over a royal werewolf bodybuilder. It gives us hope too, you know?
Aww. Aww, that was actually really sweet. The Coven is so much more cooler when they're not babbling on and on about that end-of-the-world bullshit and expecting your help with it. It's way more fun to interact with your classmates when they're complimenting you instead.
Let's do this.
Me.
Shay, what are you doing?
I don't know. What do I gotta do? I have no
You can do
fun.
anything you want.
I need money.
I need money.
I need money. That day you spent some time on the library's PC managing your start kicker. You deceive lots of people with a sensationalist video and impossible promises. Nice. You gain, 100,000 monies, but almost everything goes to cover costs and you keep only 2 monies.
Sad.
It's very sad. Soon after, you hurry away to join Vera for an after-school rendezvous. She's arranged a romantic evening at the stock exchange.
There you are. I'm so happy you've joined me here that I have momentarily forgotten my hatred for all beings.
Aww.
You... what? Oh, you thought we were going to dinner? No, silly. How am I supposed to make a profit at dinner? If you're hungry, just eat some money. There's plenty of it lying around. Look, I invited you here because I wanted to share something really special with you. You see all these people here? These sociopaths screaming at each other in $10,000 suits? This is my family. Well, not literally. I've never met my birth parents. It's more like a room full of my worst enemies. But what's family after all but a room full of your enemies? Anyway, enough chit-chat. The real reason I brought you here was to help me make money. Make with the stock tips.
You know absolutely nothing about the stock market, but that's never stopped you before. You tell her, buy one of everything, sell it all. All we need is each other. Definitely not the bottom one.
Whoa, you don't want her?
I do, but she wants money more than me.
Well, with that attitude, she'll always want money more than you.
We're buying one of everything.
So bold.
One of everything. How could you be so
Bold?
brilliant? I buy one of every stock, no matter which one goes up. I'll have a share of it. My profits are assured. Wait, what are you doing over there? Tearing off that stockbroker's suspenders. Are you? My God, you're even cleverer than I thought. You didn't mean I should buy one of every stock. You meant I should buy one of everything. And you didn't even mean buy. You meant steal. You, sir, your pants, give them to me. Don't argue with me. I have snakes for hair.
You and Vera dash around the room, stealing suit jackets, gold watches, silk underwear, and a very nice potted plant.
I've never felt more alive.
Did you know that 90% of paper money contains traces of cocaine? There was more than money in that money salad you guys just ate. You gain +2 creativity and +1 monies.
Oh, jeez. Oh, jeez. Oh, Monster Prom! Alright. I'm going to ask Scott. Ask Scott to the prom? Yes. Yuki's gonna ask himself because he has a fear of rejection.
I mean, I don't have that achievement on my Steam. Let's go, Brainy Boy. We've literally done nothing together. Except for, one event.
I was going to say, you had one question.
But, we're both smart cookies. Let's go.
Oh, God.
Hey, and I'm going to ask Vera.
I'm totally getting rejected, I know it.
Alright.
You finally pluck up your courage and ask your beloved to go to the Monster Prom.
Your beloved. You and me. I'd rather go to prom with a bag full of garbage as my date.
Yep.
Wait, that'd be so disruptive. Thanks for the insight. Enjoy the embracing eternal solitude, my friend.
Yep.
Now, if you excuse me, I have a bag full of garbage to court.
The shame of your constant failures was so great that you secluded yourself in your room for years and officially started dating your own pillow. Hey, the pillow returns. It all comes back around. Waifu life forever.
You finally pluck up your courage and ask your beloved to go to the Monster Prom with you.
You're asking me to go to the prom with you? Sorry, I'm focusing on my career. My career is not dating losers like you.
Damn.
Bye, loser.
I didn't have enough money! Clearly this was too much for you. You abandoned high school and spent the rest of your life designing a robot for sex purposes. Unfortunately, as soon as your robot lover got true AI, it rejected you.
Damn! Oh no!
Are we all getting rejected?
Prom? I'm not sure, bro. I have a kingdom to rule, and attending prom doesn't seem very responsible as a ruler.
No, I'm your advisor, you bastard!
I don't know about history, but maybe some other king or queen has stopped ruling their kingdom to attend prom? I should check. I mean, I think you're the person I trust the most, and I'd love to go to prom with you, but my kingdom. Sometimes I think a good teammate has to make sacrifices for the team.
Sacrifices, Joe!
You know, the teammate is me, and the team is my kingdom. Oh, and the sacrifice is not going with you to prom.
Oof.
I truly am sorry. Sometimes there's not enough space for one Scott for both ruling a kingdom and love. Bye.
Bye.
Oh, Scott leaves, and you swear you saw a manly tear running down his cheek. It's okay. You started all this to seduce Scott, but now you put more value on his happiness and on his pursuit of a career as king of a totally fake kingdom. You stay by his side as the best furry concierge. Okay, thank you. That has ever existed. Your relationship with Scott strengthens, and in the end, his kingdom sees that.
Oh god. Oh god.
Thought his kingdom and love weren't compatible, yet it seems to be quite the opposite. Scott's subjects started drawing lots of suggestive art pieces depicting the two of you. Facing that explicit art made you rethink the nature of your relationship, and it ended up being closer to all that NSFW art. So
None of us got dates!
I guess none of us got dates.
We got a cool ending though.
Most likely to become president of party. And Vera's quote, "You're all the worst. No, this is not me being funny. You suck." At least I got a sock puppet, I guess.
25
I'm so
new
sad.
events, 25 new outcomes, one secret ending.
Those
Holy
3 weeks were
shit.
maybe the most epic and absurd weeks of our lives. After the Monster Prom, we kept on living our lives, falling in love, battling for friendship, and learning about who we were and who we could be. And you know what? Like it always does, life happened, and it was wonderful. After some years, the prince's dimension became a democracy, mostly due to the public discontent with royalty that spends most of its time in other dimensions. Despite that, the prince keeps on annoying high schoolers, still wrong on so many levels. Liam kept doing art so hard that he eventually evaporated and became the concept of coolness itself. As he left the physical plane, the last thing Liam did was give everyone a condescending look. Vera realized she was a character in a video game, which infuriated her. She spent her life making connections and building power because she's not part of the game. She plays the game. So be careful. Maybe now she's the one pulling your strings. For those 3 weeks, the Monster Prom seemed larger than life, and then it was gone, just like that. The battle for Monster Prom might have ended then, but there were plenty of battles left in that war called youth. But once again, we were young and unafraid, and we were ready to start. Wow, I can't believe we all got rejected.
Yeah.
At least you ended up with your person of interest.
Sort of.
Sort of, right?
You stood by his side.
I stood by his side.
So that ending, for me at least, the first one matched up where it talked about the prince, but then the other two were different.
Yeah.
Oh. Wait, oh really?
Yeah.
Yeah, mine was different.
Oh.
Were all of them different, or was it just the last two were different for you?
I think all of mine were different.
Oh, okay.
Oh, shoot. Should have said something.
That was fine.
But you'll get them again another day.
Yeah.
Or you won't.
I can't believe we all got denied. I mean, Yuki not so much. He didn't go for anybody, but...
No, I just didn't go for Vera, and all of my events ended with me having choices of, like, my terrible stats, I'm pretty certain.
They were just like, well, you didn't court anybody.
And then my Christmas gift was like, hey, here's a really bad video game that loses you at least one in all your stats.
Well, sad life.
Never visit the
You have
store.
unlocked 7 images in the gallery. Heck yeah. How do you?
I do like all of the 4-player character options. My furry cutie patootie is my final image. Well, that wraps up the first series on this channel's Rebirth. Thank you everyone who came along. I appreciate you for your time, and I hope you enjoyed witnessing all the antics. It was kind of rough for some of us. Technically, none of us ended up getting a prom date in the end, but, one of us at least got to become a royal advisor for Furry Kingdom, so hey, that's some kind of win. The next series will be another one-sitting sort of situation, and if you look closely, you might see a hint as to what it is, and work out what exactly my first sentence means. I'm also happy to announce that I've commissioned art for a channel avatar. I'll be plugging into the next series, so I hope you're looking forward to it. And the last thing I wanted to comment on is that I'm continuing to adjust things with my setup. You may or may not notice my audio sounds a little cleaner on this outro. I think it does at least. And I have a few more ideas to clean it up further. I also want to hear from all of you in the comments if there was any character voices that you liked or hated, if there are any suggestions or ideas for things you'd like to see done differently in this format, or for games you think would be a good fit for the channel. Until then, I think that's it for me. See you next time.